So this is day 31. We're currently packing all of our gear up and getting ready for the last day. The difference between today and packing for one of the other days is that we're not carrying our bags with us because we don't need to. So all of our bags are going to be left right here on the floor for my wife to come pick them up. And in terms of the bikes are going to be traveling a lot lighter today. Katelyn has no racks on her bike at all, and she's going to be riding with just that. I'm going to ride with just the rack. I'm going to put a tire and a tube on there, and we are beelining for Mexico. This is it. I just hit start on the Garmin for the last time of this trip, and we are on our way. We're gonna have a long, boring straightaway section, so we're gonna talk about our 31 days on the bike to this point. So first of all, one of the questions that comes up is, did we ever have any issues with cars? Any close calls of any kind? What are your thoughts?
We've had people egg us.
I don't think we ever on this trip had a car like come close to us. Like, we never had any mirrors or any trucks. I never felt like anybody came close enough to us that it was scary where we had to really say anything.
I'd say the coastline is really nicer than
a lot of the times, you know, nowadays, especially going through a lot of the cities, a lot of times you end up with bike routes that look like this, so it's not that bad. What about any other types of close calls? Was there anything else besides our little crash? No, I think for the most part we had pretty smooth sailing. All right, what was the best day? Okay.
And, or, you know, we're on the sidewalk
on the beach.
Just going next to the pretty houses.
Yeah, the pretty house. That was kind of a fun area. And guess what? We still have a little bit more of that to go. All right, what was the worst? No, that was 2 days ago. Going through Los Angeles. Yeah, that was pretty bad. All right, what was the hardest day?
Hardest, probably mentally or physically.
Either one. All right, so what was the hardest day?
When we went inland, we had a category 2.
Oh, and then we went to Fort Bragg.
And then we came back, and then it was
the
like
headwind. Yeah. What was the most miserable day?
Miserable? The rainy days weren't so miserable. I don't know. I never see myself miserable on this trip.
You didn't think the San Francisco to Pigeon Point was miserable?
Oh, that was miserable. That day was miserable. The headwinds.
Alright, once it's quieter again, then we'll talk about what the best days were. So, a little update. We're going through Solana Beach. We're at the halfway point. Looking across the way at the San Diego Fair that's taking place.
We're in San Diego?
No, this is the San Diego County Fair though. Just had lunch. Just spoke to Raquel. She's probably about an hour outside San Diego, so she'll get there just a little bit before us. So right on track. Keep on pedaling.
Back a while ago, we were talking about our hardest days, most miserable days, and we really didn't want to focus on that. We'd much rather talk about our favorite days. But right after we talked about the bad days, we ended up getting on the Interstate 5 for like 8 miles. There was 4 lanes of traffic and then us. It was so loud and so uncomfortable, so scary a little bit, that we just never got back around to it. So we'll talk about it now. What was the favorite day?
What was your favorite day, Dad?
What was my favorite day?
Yeah.
Wow. I really like the day going from Oxnard to Santa Monica. Just going along the beach. I liked all the beach days. How about you?
That was the same for me.
Same for you? What was your favorite, I guess, what was the easiest day on the bike for you?
Probably 16 miles. Actually, no, I'd say the easiest was just going on the beach because it was flat.
All right, I'd say the easiest for me was when they dropped us out of the helicopter and we had ridiculously strong tailwinds for 40 miles that day. It felt like we were barely pedaling. That was the easiest one for me. What was the most scenic day for you?
Still either the beaches or the one in Oregon. That one road, or was it Washington? Washington?
Wait, was it the Redwood Road or that one road where we didn't pass a car for miles?
Past Washington.
Yeah, that was in Washington. That was a good road.
That was the first scenic road.
All right, if there was one spot on our whole trip that you would go back and visit again, what would it be?
Probably Canada.
Canada? All right.
Just because of the people. Just because of who we stayed with. Because I liked hearing their stories.
All right. You hear that, Schaefer's? They like staying at your house. Or she likes staying at your house. Guess where we are. Old Town San Diego. I mean, we're not done by any means with our entire ride. We still have 20 miles left. But we are in Old San Diego. And pretty soon we'll go through regular San Diego and then on to the border. Well, out there in the distance is Mexico. We can see the Mexican flags flying high. We're about a half mile away from the border and it's downhill. So this is the end. Well, this is kind of a zoo. We're heading back across with a whole bunch of other people. We have to kind of wind through the crowds. But that's what we're gonna do as we came this far. There it is. There it is. Take that vest off. You're done with it.
Would you like to hold it for me?
I'd be happy to. Well, I don't even know if we'd be able to get in with our what's that? This is almost ridiculous that we are doing this, but we are actually going to go through customs.
And we're going to grab a little thing to remember in this place.
Yep, and then we're going to turn around and we're going to come right back. Shouldn't take long at all. All right, we are now finishing our ride. Made it across, made it back, and here is the very end! The end where we put our bikes away! I have such an awesome family! Yay! the ground. Mwah.
Love you.
Hey, what's up? Oh, no.
Mwah.
Fun stuff. Missed you guys.
Yeah, so happy to be back and out of Mexico.
Yep, me too.
I didn't like this part of Mexico. You didn't like that?
Yeah, we decided it was kind of like, this was like a...
just like stepped on the border like that, like just stood to the edge
We
of it.
were in the border, but then they took our passports.
Yeah, we'll tell you the story. It was kind of crazy, but yeah, they took our passports and put us in the small room. Do not touch anything. Sit here.
That's your Hispanic.
Oh, sorry. That was my Russian. Okay. Final thoughts. This is it.
Final thoughts?
Yep.
I could be in the car again.
Would you do this again, Katelyn?
I don't know. It depends what I think when I'm older.
I think this is as close as I would get to childbirth because, you know, right now, having finished it, I'm like, oh, I'm never having another kid.
Yeah.
But who knows? A little bit down the road, I might be like, you know what? It was great. Great
Let's go
memories.
from California to Florida
California to Maine.
or Maine.
Anyway, all right, we're gonna sign off. Good trip. Last word.
Love you guys.